In Java, we have there is a one config tool here. To perform the config tool is the one of the offline and the online tool here, which means even your Java system is down, even your Java system is down, so we can access the, even Java system is down, we can access the, what? We can access the, even Java, we can access the our Java systems and configuration changes, everything from the config tool here. Config tool is the one of the OS level tool which we can use it here. Even system is down also, we can do the configuration changes and everything here. So why? Because if the system is up, we can go to the NWA and do some other configuration tabs and we can do the some changes, right? If the system is down, how can we perform the changes here? So using the config tool, we can perform the changes here. So if it is the Windows, there is a path for the config tool. Windows or Linux, the path is same. You have to go to the USR, SAP, and SID, right? USR, SAP, SID. Here, someone installed the ECQ. No. So USR, SAP, and EVG. Okay. So NJD, then J instance number, then J2EE, right? Config tool here. In the config tool, we have there is a option called the config tool.bat here, right? How to launch the config tool means using, this is the very important. So people will ask during the interview point of time here. So config tool location here, location of the config tool here, location of the config tool here, config tool location here. So here we need to, if it is the Windows, we need to use the config tool.bat file here. If it is the Linux, same location you can go and just type the config tool.sh script here. Just execute the config tool.sh script here, right? Windows config tool.sh here. So just click on the config tool here, then so your config tool will be opened here. So config tool is the one of the offline tool here. So any configuration in the Java level, we can manage it from here. We can manage it from here. Even though system is down, we can connect to the our config tool here. So this is the config tool here. See here, it is connecting to the database. So it is ready. So here, what and all the things we can see it in the config tool here. Here you can see the template. Here you can see the log configuration. Like if you want to change the log config, NW also we can do the changes, right? We have seen in the last class. Applications, right? So managers. See here we have threads. Normally threads will handle the our browser based request here. So, right? How many threads we have configured here, right? We want to change the threads count, we can change the thread count here, right? Sessions manager, how many sessions here? All the properties are there. All the service related properties are there. Here we can go to the, here we can change it here. Here we can change it here. So database manager, everything we can change it to the from here, cache manager. So any changes in the system is down. If you want to do the changes, here in the config tool, you can launch it. Here you can go here in the manager spot, we can do the changes here. Services. So services also here we have here, right? So if anything here, maximum. So suppose if you want to activate the emergency user, suppose all users are locked in the, these are all users are, suppose example, first of all, these are the services. In database level, sorry, yes, in the SAP Java, services are running here. All the service related, each and every service related properties, here we can see. Here we can see the service related properties, parameters, configuration changes, everything. We can do changes here. So whatever you want to do the changes, everything we can do the changes here. Suppose you want to increase the max receivers, parallelisms, queues. So anything we can do the changes here. The service related specific parameters we can do. In the NWA, in the NWA level also we are doing the changes, right? Normally when the system is up, we will go to the here. Here we have the Java properties. Java, in the Java properties, Something is happened. Here we are going to the property browser field to download. Server is not responding. Server was temporarily not available. Okay. Something is happening with the Java server. Let's see. Is anyone restarting something? Okay, that's not a problem. In the Java level, last class we have seen, right? In the Java properties tab, we will do the all kind of changes and everything, right? Same way, here also, we can do the changes here. In the NWA level, in the Java properties table, we can change it. If any configuration parameters or anything, we will do the changes here, right? So same way, here also in the config tool, here we can go to the each and every service. There is a service related properties are available here. Here we can change it here. Here we can change it here. So sometimes this is a very important here. How to enable the emergency user here? Emergency user activation. Normally in the SAP level, if the all users are logged, what we will do, all users are logged, what we are doing, then we are setting the one parameter login slash no underscore automatic underscore SAP star parameter we are setting, right? So we are setting the all the parameters. Then we are restarting the system, then SAP star with the pass we are enabling, right? So here also in the Java level also we can enable the emergency user. For this one, we have to go to the services. In the config tool services, there is a UME tab here, UME security.core.UME service. UME means user management engine. Here you have to go, here we can enable the emergency user activation. There is a emergency user activation. We can perform it here. So there is a property. There is a property here. Let's check here. There is a property here. UME super user. This is the one. So super user activated false. Then so we need to just change it to the true. Emergency user activation to the true. We can change it to the here. So then we can change those things here. And also we already configured the UME backend connection RFC destination we have configured. So that is there here, right? So that is there here. So see here, activate the superstar of the SAP star here. To fully enable this one, you must define the password. Then we have to make it like true. Just we have to change the configuration to the true. Here we have to change it here. Just we have to make the configuration to true. False is there. Now you need to make the to true. Then set the password. Then we can log in with the SAP star with the own password. We can log in. When you have all users are logged, even you are unable to log in, then that time config tool will help you. Why? Because config tool is the one of the offline or online tool. Offline or online tool here, right? Config tool is the one of the offline and online tool here. Using this one, so we cannot do the changes here. Using this one, we cannot do the changes here, right? So that is the one thing here. Right? So that is the one thing here. Here, super user password activated. So if you want to enable the SAP star, go to the config tool, UME service, then here restart the system, then log in with the SAP star. That is the one thing here. This is the very important. How to enable the emergency user in the Java means here. Above means we need to change the parameter restart. That we already discussed here, right? So these are the things here, right? That is the one of the important thing we should be consider here, right? That is the one. So the next one here, there are the many services. Any service changes, we can come to the services, we can do the changes here. Next one is the instance. Means you have one server nodes, one instance, then is a one instance will be available here, one instance ID here. Here you have the one server process here, right? You have the one server process here, right? So then if you want to increase the server nodes, suppose here by default you will get the one server node here, server 0, which means ICM will handle the one server node will handle the all your request. So one node means, so it is fine. But if you have the more users are logging means you need to use the one more node, one more server node here. Suppose example here, this is the ICM. Normally, previously we discussed about the architecture, right? ICM will send the request to the server 0. Server 0 will handle it here, right? So this is the ICM. Then nodes, server 0 here. So ICM to server 0 node here, ICM to server 0 node, ICM, the browser, from browser to we will open the request. Then immediately the ICM will take care of the request, which will hand out to the server 0 here. So only all the requests are going to the server 0 here. Then, but in the SAP Java, we have the option to create the one more node also. Multiple nodes also we can create it here. Multiple nodes also we can create. Nodes means server 0, server 1, server 2, server 3, server, like this we can create it here. In this way, what will happen? So your ICM will send the request to the remaining nodes also here. Which one is having the less load, it will send the nodes to the respective nodes also here. This is the server 1. So this is the server 2. Then this is the server 3 here. Which means ICM will send the request to the server 0, server 1, server 2, server 3. So multiple nodes, it will send the data to the multiple nodes here, right? So this is the one thing here. So here, so not only one node here, so multiple nodes will take the load balancing activity and will equally distribute the loads among the server nodes here. So if this is down, your request will be sent to the this one. If this is also down, remaining nodes. So in this way, you don't get the downtime here. So for that type of configurations here, you can go ahead and you can do the changes here. So number of server process here. If it is a 1 is there here. If you want to change it to the 2, then 2 server nodes will be available here. 2 will be created, right? So here the server node related parameters here. The server role related parameters here. You can see the configuration parameters and also the memory parameters here. So by default, each node will occupy the 4 GB of your RAM memory by default. By default, each node will occupy the 4 GB of memory here. So here, these are the memory parameters here. These are the memory parameters here. So new size, max new size. Initial heap size, max heap size here. Perm size, max perm size here. There are the 3 types of memory parameters in the Java level here, right? Initial perm size, permanent size here. So there is some configuration, there is some naming convention for this one here. But main is the heap. Heap is the main here. So heap size parameters here. So maximum it is limited to use only 4096 here. Means it is used to only 4 GB only here. So if any data, if any request, if any message, if it's more than 4 GB, then immediately your Java node will get restarted. It will generate the, why? Because server node can handle only up to 4 GB of data, 4 GB of memory only. If the 4 GB is crossed as per the configuration, immediately the server 0 go hung status or server 0 will get restarted due to the limitations here. So normally these are the by default, it will be configured. In any case, tomorrow, if you want to uplift, suppose you uplift your instance, suppose like, so you have the 16 GB to 32 GB, you have uplifted. In that case, if you want to increase the memory parameters, these are the memory parameters, main important. Just you can change it to the 4 GB to 6 GB or 7 GB, 8 GB, just you can change it here. These are the memory parameters, Java level memory parameters here, right? So these are the some configuration parameters. These all are the configuration parameters here, right? These are the configuration parameters. But here the memory parameters are very important here. These are the instance level profile here. OS level also we can go to the here. We can change it here, or here also the details are available. We can change it. But here the memory parameter, memory VM parameters are very important here to change it here. right? But if you change anything here, definitely we need to do the restarts. Restarts are definitely required here, right? So here, that is the instance. Under the instance again, here the log configuration, applications, managers, and services here. Same will come. This is the specific instance related, here. Specific instance related services here. These are the specific instance related services here. This is the template. Specific instance related services. We need to change it here. So main thing is the secure store. This is the one of the important thing here. Secure storage. So entire your Java stack, Java system will connect based upon this URL. So your Java system is connecting to your SAP Java system is connecting to your backend, your SAP database. Database means because of this URL here. This is the URL which is connecting here. If something goes wrong during the refresh or during the backups, restore, someone changed something here, definitely it won't start. This is a very critical parameters here. This is the critical parameters here. So if something got changed, this syntax or something, your SAP NGD Java system, it won't start. That is the one thing here you should remember here. Okay. So this is the main thing you should consider this URL here. So that's why normally this is a connection pool. Connection pools. Normally we won't touch here. That is the main thing here. But sometimes we do the refresh, restore, refresh. From production backup, we will take it out, we will restore it on the quality system. So that time here you will get the production entries. So without we changing here in the config tool, we will go and we will start it. System it won't start after the restore completed. Because of here, the parameters are different here. So again, we have to come to the here. We need to change it to the here. So sometimes we may have to change the passphrase key. Change the key here. Key is the very important. It is available in the global security directory here. Sys global security in the sexstore key here. Why? Because sexstore is the secure storage data here, file system level key data here. So it will be encrypted. So if you change it during the export import time or during export import restore time, if you change this configuration, you have not correctly provided, so system it won't start. So normally we won't touch here secure storage. That is the main thing here. If you are not sure, don't touch this one. Okay. Why? Because it's a very confident. Because of this reason, your system it won't start. Okay. Check that one. In case your system is not starting, first check the what parameters it is there here, whether it is the correct parameters or which is connecting to your database or not. It will show the clear information here. Okay. This is the services, service related, each and everything Java level, all the services are there. Each and every service related files are available here, right? Service related properties are available. If you want to change anything, we can change it to the here. We can change the all the properties, log files, location, so users, everything we can change it to the from here. We can change it here, right? This is the in the config tool here. Apart from that, this one, if we go to the here, so after you done the any changes, just apply the changes here. You do after you done the changes, just apply the changes. Your changes will be recorded, save, or just here also you can do the changes here. Save button here, right? We want to start the Java in the safe mode, one user mode. Then we can change it. If you want to back up the custom data, you can back up. You can take the backup of the custom data also. We can take the backups here, custom values and everything. You can restore it from the backup also. We can restore it. Only custom data changes, we can restore it here, right? Config tool. Config tool, there is a view. In the view, so we can, this is the configuration editor here. So in the configuration editor, so here we have some things we can change it here, right? This is one of the important thing here. Go to the configuration editor. So suppose if the Java is down, we cannot apply the license. Then come to the config tool, you can change it. If Java is down, you cannot change it anything, right? If the Java system is down, we cannot do anything here, right? If Java is down, we cannot do anything here. Why? Because it's a configuration. Suppose example, let me stop. Let me restart the Java. Even though if you restart the Java, config tool is available here. Right? I am restarting the Java here. Yeah, it will stop it. Okay, even though we can work on the config tool. Why? Because config tool is the one of the offline and online tile here. So licensing. So even SAP stop, we can apply the license also here. We can apply the license in the licensing tab. Suppose if you want to change the destinations, system is down, some destinations you want to change it, you can come to the here, we can change the destinations also here. We can change the destinations also here. You can just come to the here, we created last time, like UME backend connections we created here, right? Backend connections we created, then user, basis user, all we maintained here. Someone connected to the ECP user also we connected and this destination here, right? ECD also we connected and we changed the destination here, right? This is the RFC. Then HTTP destination here. So HTTP destination here. So web services related. So which means we can also do the changes in the config tool. We can also do the changes in the config tool. Even in case your Java is down, again it is starting, right? Again it's starting the process here. So we can still work on the config tool. We can still work on the config tool. So any security related things, SLD related things here. So anything, so we can change it from here. Web services related. So mainly destination changes or anything, we can do it from here, or licensing part. We will apply the licensing from here. Sometimes licensing expired. In the Java, the license is expired. So system will not be available. After 30 minutes, only 30 minutes system will be available. Again, you need to restart it. Then again, 30 minutes will come. Again, you need to restart. So within 30 minutes, you need to download the license. You have to apply it here. In case if you are unable to do, just to go to the here, you can apply the license here. From here also, we can apply the license here. That is also one thing here. So licensing, we can delete it. So we can show, we can delete it. We can apply it from here also. We can apply the license here. That is the one thing here, right? Even system also, we can do it here. If the above system is down, only parameters or something we can do it here. But if Java is down, if you want to do the any changes here, we can go to the configuration tool. Here we can say the all those things we can do it here. All those things we can do it here. All those things we can change it from the configuration editor here, right? So that is the config tool here. That is the information of the config tool here. It is starting apps now. Config tool.bat here. Okay, so this is the information about the config tool, but don't touch the secure storage. It will be corrupt your database. Again, it will be created some problem here. So make sure you use it here. So here main things are, so Java server nodes, Java parameters here. So if any specific service related parameter changes, you can go to the here, you can change the parameters here, right? So suppose if you want to change the log configuration, destinations configuration or anything, you can do the changes here. So default trace, any log location changes, just you can do the changes here. You can do the changes, configuration changes, everything we can perform it here. All right. So that is the one important thing here you should consider here. Okay. So that is the so information about the config tool. Java config tool for offline configuration. Offline configuration here. Java Java start procedure will take a lot of time here. See here still almost 20 minutes it will take, 15 to 20 minutes it will take Java. Why? Because Java while starting, it will start up the all the components which are installed currently. It will start all the applications and the components, all the applications. These are the applications here. It will start all the applications, then it will come to the online status here. And logs location, we discussed in the last class also here, logs, Java logs location here. So Java logs, so the default trace we can find out in the J2EE cluster server 0 here. You can see here default trace file log here, J2EE cluster server 0 and log. Here you can see the default trace file log here. What's happening? Each and every information will be tracked here. This is the default trace log file here, right? The next one is the Java work directory logs here. Next one is the Java work directory logs here. That is called the threads, thread dumps. Then you can go to the work directory. Here files are called the dev underscore server 0 or std underscore server 0, like this. These are the files are there here. Default trace and thread dumps are available here. Default trace and thread dumps are available here. It's very important. Why? Because commonly asked questions, these all are Java level issues. Where to check the logs? In the work directory, we have the dev underscore server 0, std underscore server 0 log files are very important here. Then J2EE cluster server 0 log. Here also we have the default trace file logs here. If you open any one of the default trace file log, you will get the clear information what's happening with my Java system, why it's giving the error. All the information it will be reported. It will be reported here. It will be tracked here. That is the main thing of the Java system here. Okay, so this is the default trace log files here to check any issues, any errors. If something is frequently occurring, there is some issues with your system here. There is some issues with the system. So see here, starting procedure, startup, something like some errors, some exceptions here. So method, error occurred during the system SLD synchronization. So 503 service unavailable here. SLD is down, something like here, right? So something here, SLD thing also we checked here, SLD things, right? So if we go to the SLD, last time yesterday, previous class, we checked the SLD also, how to replicate the data into the SLD here, right? So we can just go to the technical systems. So if just you need to push the data here, we have ECD, NGD, then ECP is not there. Maybe no one pushed the data to the ECD here. So what are the application servers are there here? How many clients are there here in the EC? So here in the ECD system, all the data will be replicated here. All the data will be available here. See here, how many clients are there here, right? Database. So general, all the information will be available in the here. What are the softwares are available installed in the here? So what are the business systems? So all the information is available in the here, right? So this is the SLD. We discussed about the SLD also here, right? So all the logs, SLD related logs, we can see it here, administration page, everything here, products, so everything here. This is the home page of our systems here, right? So operations, so configurations, so troubleshooting, if any errors, so logs, system information, right? So Java properties, as I mentioned here. So if you go to the Java properties file, here application thread manager, cache manager, all these things are there from here also here. We go to the manager, application thread, cache manager, class, all those things from here also we can change it here, right? All those things here also we can change it from here, or so from here also we can change it, each and everything here. So this is the Java properties section here. So whatever you do here in the config tool, same way we can do it. But this is we want to do it here, system should be up and running here in the Java properties here. But here online also we can do it here. So if just, so here also we can check the heap size parameters, memory parameters, everything we can change it from here also. So two ways, system is up, we can directly go to the NWA, NetWeaver administrator page. There we can change it to the properties of your Java systems and everything we can change it here. The system is down, we cannot open. Then we have to go to the config tool. There we have to check all the logs and everything. We have to check it out here. That is the one thing we should be know, right? So that is the one thing here. So that is the config tool SLD. Okay. So business systems SLD also we know why we use the SLD. All the systems will be replicated into the SLD directory here. Then VM parameters, system parameters. Okay. These all things we know. So just to log into the NW administrator here, just see the tabs, what are the important tabs and important things we discussed already, right? So we can also collect the logs. Yeah, the main things are in the Java. So Java logs, thread dumps, and how to activate the emergency user, how to launch the config tool. So when the SAP is down, we can launch the config tool and we can access and we can change the parameters here. We can access and we can change the parameters here. Okay, that is only one thing we can do it in the config tool here. Okay, so that is the one thing here. Log configuration, log viewer, all those things here. Okay, that is the main thing here. So apart from that, here in the config tool in the Java, we need to discuss about the Java upgrade. Java upgrades here. So how to perform this Java upgrades here, right? So let's discuss that one, Java upgrades here. Here in the Java upgrades means components upgrades, the patches. So normally above systems, we know some tool we will use it, or spam and saint we will use it here. For Java systems, shall I explain this?